1060 KGFX is proud to bring you coverage of area high school sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to drgnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's Brian Oakland.
Good afternoon once again, and welcome back to the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore as we bring you coverage of the Philip Scotties in action this afternoon as part of the Hyde County Action Club Classic. If you missed it, the Philip Scotties defeated by Wessington Springs in boys basketball earlier by a final of 60-45. Next, the girls matchup as the Lady Scotties will take on the Ipswich Lady Tigers. And our coverage of regional high school sports on KGFX brought to you by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Consemius Agency, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Martin Pier, Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber and Wagner Auto Company of Pier. And our second game this afternoon also being brought to you by Philip Motors, the First National Bank, All-Star Auto, and B&B Sales. Jim Hawk, our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle as the Philip Scotties girls enter the ballgame with an overall record of 6-7. Currently, they are the number 6 overall seed in Region 7B. This afternoon, they take on the Lady Tigers of Ipswich, who set at 10-3. And they are tops in their region, which is Region 2B. And Philip, with 40.692 seeding points, trailing the Lower Brule by a little bit over a point. And at this point of the season, with just 7 games remaining, that may be a hard deficit to overcome. But you want to be get your best seeding position that you can as they trail Lyman by just a fraction. As far as seeding points are concerned, you want that best seeding position as you can. And, of course, in Region 7B, as a lot of the regions in central South Dakota go, travel is involved and you're on the road. So you want to be able to stay at home if you can. And, of course, you want to be playing your best basketball coming into the postseason as well. Time for our starting lineups this afternoon. And our starting lineups brought to you by the folks at Teton River Traders Gun Shop. And for the Ipswich Lady Tigers at one guard, we will see Hallie Hines, a 5'5 sophomore. Cindy Loken, a 5'6 senior, is the other guard. Alea Steger, a 5'8 senior, will be the forward, along with Cameron Hines, a 5'9 senior. Abigail Grabowska, a 5'8 senior, will start at center for the Ipswich Lady Tigers. The Lady Tigers enter the ballgame this afternoon with an overall record of 10-3. Their head coach is Brian Hoagie. We'll bring you the Lady Scotty starters after this.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others.
For the Philip Lady Scotties in one guard, we will see Jonesy Rush, a 5'7 junior. The other guard is Cappy West. West is a 5'7 senior. Samantha Philogem will be the one forward. She is a 5'5 senior, along with Copper Lures, a 5'7 freshman. Jewel Jones will get the start as well at a forwards position. Jewel is a 5'7 senior. The Philip Lady Scotties enter the ballgame with an overall record of 6-7. Their head coach is Tata West. Our game officials for our second game, the announcement of our game officials brought to you by the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials are Matt Clark, John Kirshner Jr., and Darren Vetch. And as we get ready to go here, tip-off brought to you by the folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. And you're listening to coverage of the Hyde County Action Club Classic on 1060 KGFX Pierre. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. Ipswich in their road black. Philip in the home white. The tip controlled, well, by no one. And we'll redo the tip-off and get this ball game underway. Very nice day for travel. Very good crowd. It's been in and out. Of course, Eureka Bowdle involved in a couple games earlier this afternoon. So the crowd comes and goes, but all in all, very, very good crowd in this ball game as Philip turns it. And the rebound here, or the free throw here by Abigail Grabowska is up, and it is no good. She has another one coming here. Looking for our first points of the ball game. Second free throw is up. Second free throw, it's no good. And Philip will come away with it. Scotties will push. This is Lures in the open floor. She'll send it to the right side. Cappy West. Dangerous cross-court pass. Villagem on the baseline will send it out. Shot taken there. It's up no good. That was from Copper Lures, but Cappy West with the offensive rebound and putback, and it is a 2-0 lead for Philip. We've played a minute of basketball, and the Scotties with an early lead. Here's Sydney Loken. Left side off. Cameron Hines will attack, and she'll get to the rim and score the two. And just like that, we are tied at 2 apiece as the Scotties head the other way. Here is West on the inside, and a whistle, and we're going to have a foul called on Ipswich, and it's on Sydney Loken, and Sydney will pick up her first foul. So Philip will inbound it. Here is Josie Rush from the wing. Right or left side three is up, no good. Cappy West with the offensive rebound. Got underneath the basket, got it into the hands of Jewel Jones, and Jones aggressively puts up a quick jumper. Shot is no good. Foul is going to be called on Ipswich. And it's on Hallie Hines. Free throws for Philip. At the line, Jewel Jones, and Jewel will put the first free throw up and good. 3-2, Philip has the lead very early in this opening quarter. Second free throw is up, no good. Rebound battled for, out of bounds, off of Philip, and it will be Ipswich basketball. 6:37 remains here in the opening quarter. As Hallie Hines, with the dribble, will bring the basketball across half court to Leia Steger. Left side three by Hallie Hines is up and good, and just like that, Ipswich out in front by a 5-3 score. 6:20 remains in the opening period. West will go high post. Inside it comes Lures to the lane. Shot is no good. Rebound Philogem, and Samantha is bumped and a foul is called. And good hustle on the part of the Scotties here, as the foul on Ipswich will be on Cameron Hines, and that will be her second. Already 3 team fouls committed by the Lady Tigers, as Philip will put it in play. Here is Lures. Right or left side of the key. Inside it comes, now to the baseline West, and Cappy drives, and she traveled. And for Philip, their second turnover of the first quarter. And that gives Ipswich the basketball once again with 6 minutes remaining here in the quarter. It is a 5-3 lead for the Lady Tigers. Ipswich inside. Grabowska kicks it to the baseline. Hines, she'll drive and kick. Open look from the right side, up and good. That is Sydney Loken. A long two for the 5'6 senior. 7-3 Ipswich leads, and the Lady Tigers nearly force a turnover. But it will belong to Philip. The Lady Scotties will keep possession as they put it in play here with 25 on the shot clock. Copper Lures will work at the top. With the crossover dribble, goes to the right side of the key. Cappy West on the move. From the left, she will drive and fire. Shot is up, and it is good. West went down hard, but we're going to see if they count the basket, as Darren Bench will head to the scorer's table. Basket will count, and it will be whistled on Sydney Loken, and that will be her second foul. West, as we said, went down hard and is flexing an elbow, and we're going to have a timeout taken here. Probably a smart timeout by Philip to let West kind of regroup a little bit before this chance at a three-point play. It'll be a 30-second timeout with 5:32 remaining opening quarter. 7-5 Ipswich. We're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher.
Dan Wegmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer.
So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Consemius Agency, Inc. in Pierre and Phillip.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
5:32 remains here in the opening quarter. Cappy West trying to cap off a three-point play. The free throw is up and no good. Philip trails by a 7-5 score as Ipswich has the basketball now. Here is Cameron Hines. Checking into the ball game, Tessa Kilber. She gets the touch left side of the key. They'll get it inside. Grabowska's shot is up, no good. Cappy West will get the rebound. Scotties can tie or take the lead. The Lady Scotties can. Here's a bullet pass inside. Dangerous at that, but Philip will keep possession. Lures with the corner three. That is up, no good. Rebound to Kilber. Up the floor, she'll push. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Philip. It's Copper Lures in the open floor. She'll feed it up the floor to Rush. Now West, back to Lures. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Philip. Rush has it on the left wing. Inside it comes. Shot is off glass and good. And that is Jewel Jones who scores the two. Good, patient basketball there by Philip as the Scotties have tied things at 7. And Ipswich will have the basketball. It is Grabowska at the top of the key. Kilburn now. Round the horn. Hines up top. A three taken, and that is up and good. Cameron Hines with her second field goal. And it is 10-7. Ipswich back out in front as we roll to the halfway mark of this opening quarter. West on the drive. West to the baseline. West underneath the basket too far and passes it out and throws the basketball away. And for Philip, turnover number 3. She was able to get a step and then another step. And then help defense came, and she was trapped underneath the basket and had nowhere to go. And she pitched it out, but ball off the hands of Philip, and the third turnover committed by Philip. Here's Ipswich with the basketball. Kilber cross court. Ball is tipped and stolen. West with the defensive play. Long pass, Philip. Shot is up good. Samantha Philip scoring the basket. Ipswich with their first turnover, and now Philip has cut the deficit to 1. Hines on the inside. That ball is tipped and stolen. It's Lures with the defensive play. Long pass to West. Cappy to the rim. Shot is up good. Philip out in front by an 11-10 score. And a timeout taken by the Lady Tigers. 3:32 remaining in the opening quarter. 11-10 Philip. We're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
With spring break coming soon, it's easy for the scammers to pull off the grandparent scam with either a grandchild has been in an accident or lost their wallet or they've been arrested. All of these have the same common theme. They need money now, and they usually close with, "Please don't tell mom and dad. They'll be so disappointed." It makes you believe you're the only one they can rely on. Don't fall victim by sending cash or wiring money. Call Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986 first and let us check this out for you. If you've been a victim in the past, we'd still like to hear from you.
3:32 remains here in the opening quarter. 11-10. Philip has the lead. The Scotties have forced back-to-back turnovers, and that has allowed them to get the lead once again. They led earlier in this ball game. Ipswich has got off to a nice offensive start, though, as they get the ball down low. Cameron Hines scoring the 2, and it is now a 12-11 score. As Philip on the move, they send it out, a 3 taken. That is up by Rush. Josie's 3 is no good. Rebound pulled down by Ipswich. Grabowska with it. And she'll bring it up the floor and fire. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Ipswich. The Tigers going to the rim. Cameron Hines with a shot that won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Philip. Here is Cappy West, and she needs some help. Philip will come get the basketball, and she'll throw the basketball away with a turnover, and that is the 4th turnover on Philip, but Ipswich will turn the basketball over. They'll return the favor, and Philip will get it back. A 3 taken by Jewel Jones. It's up, no good, and a foul on the rebound. It's going to be whistled against the Scotties. The personal here will be team foul number 2, and it will be on Cappy West, the senior, with her first foul. And Ipswich with the basketball once again. 12-11 is our score. 2.5 minutes remain here in the opening period. It has been a good start for both teams. We talk about Ipswich, and with that 10-3 record coming in, they're the team that seems to do better in set offense so far. It has been Philip, when we get up and down, that has been able to get their points, and Philip will force another turnover. That is 4 on the Lady Tigers as the Lady Scotties will work. Philip on the wing right side into the hands of Cappy West. They'll try to post up, but nowhere to go there. So back to Philip, who tries to feed it inside. And the ball off the fingertips of Jewel Jones, and it's turned over. Ipswich will head the other way now as their defense makes a play. And here are the Lady Tigers with the basketball. Kilber with it on the left side, or right side rather. Back to the top of the key, Alea Steger. Now Hallie Hines with it as Philip settles into a man-to-man. Grabowska at the top. She has it high post. Back to Hines on the wing. 10 on the shot clock. Hines will step to her left and fire from 3. Shot is no good. Rebound Philip. Scotty's the other way, trying to get the lead back. Here is Josie Rush on the right wing. Inside it comes to Jones. Jewell with a nice drive, but can't finish. Ball picked up by Ipswich. They'll head the other way. Shot is blocked. Copper Lures making a nice defensive play. And landing with the basketball with Tessa Kilber. She was out of bounds, and that will be a turnover for Ipswich. Their 5th of the ball game. The Lady Scotties with a turnover at their end. That is their 6th of the ball game. And for Philip, checking in, Tessa Menzel, a 5'3 senior, will enter the contest for Philip. Here are the Scotties inside. Shot is up good. That is Dylan Turkleson. She just checked in, and the sophomore will score her first basket and give Philip the 13-12 lead. Final minute of quarter number 1. Steger with the basketball. Kilbert, now Hines on the left wing. They'll go to down low. Grabowska, good defense, but Grabowska will finish either way, or anyway. Abigail Grabowska will score the 2, and it's 14-13 Ipswich, as Philip will break full court pressure and head the other way. A 3 by Copper Lures is up and good. And Philip hits their first 3 and has a 2-point advantage as time winds down here in the opening quarter. Grabowska high post. On the wing, Bailey Hammerich. Back out front, Tessa Kilber. Plenty of time for the Lady Tigers as Kilber will drive, gets to the rim, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound Philip. Lures with it. She'll try to push it up the left sideline. Throws it to no one in particular as it's turned over. The Lady Scotties with it, and now Ipswich will get a shot at the buzzer, and it is off the back of the backboard, no good. And that will bring quarter number 1 to a close as the Philip Scotties with some nice defensive effort down the stretch, and Philip with a 16-14 lead at the end of the opening quarter. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go, and we will pause for 1 minute on KGFX.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Philip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Philip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Philip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Philip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Philip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Philip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
Lady Scotties with the basketball as we start quarter number 2. They have a 16-14 lead. Down low it comes, Cappy West, and a whistle and a foul. Aaliyah Steger with the personal. That will be her first. Or check that. It will go instead on Chesney Olivier. That will be her first personal foul. And it will be 5 team fouls now on Ipswich as Philip will work with it. Corner 3 taken. That is up and good. And knocking home the 3 is Tessa Menzel. Write it down for the 5'3 senior. 19-14. Lady Scotties with a 5-point advantage. At the other end, Ipswich inside. Shot taken by Cameron Hines. It's up no good. Rebound Philip. And then the Scotties called for a travel as Josie Rush had it, but trying to move a little too quickly as she commits the turnover. That is 8 now for Philip, and as we mentioned earlier, when things settle down, we get into more of a half-court game. That seems to favor what Ipswich wants to do. They'll try a corner 3 here. Cameron Hines with a shot that is up no good. Rebound to Philip, and the Lady Scotties now will get a chance to add to the lead. Here is Copper Lures across half court. She'll slash and drive. Shot is up no good. Can't get her own rebound. As I finish my thought here, The Lady Scotties, when they push the ball and get up and down, that seems to be when they play at their best. And here is Cameron Hines on the drive. She'll go to the rim and score the basket. She'll get the hoop and the harm and a chance at a three-point play. The personal will be on Cappy West, and for Cappy, that is personal foul number 2. So the three-point deficit down to 5 as Cameron Hines, the 5'9 senior, will take the free throw, the and one, and it is up and good. And it is a 2-point ball game, 19-17, with a minute gone here in the third quarter. Dangerous cross-court pass, and Philip turns it over. Hines with the steal, 3-ball, Hallie Hines. That is up and no good. It jumps up and bounces off the shot clock and is out of play, and the ball will belong to Philip. Scotties will go to their bench as Jewel Jones will check back in. Dylan Turkelson out there, along with number 21, that is Jones, Cappy West, Tessa Menzel, and also number 15, Morgan Cantrell, with the basketball for Philip, and the Lady Scotties will turn it over, and Philip has to regroup defensively and poke the basketball out of bounds. Ipswich will have it underneath their own basket as Chesney Oliver will get ready to put the ball in play. Cameron Hines out there. We try to set the lineup. Abigail Grabowska. The inbounds will come to Hines. She'll launch the three. Shot is up, no good. Aaliyah Steger with the offensive rebound. That putback won't go. Cappy West will clear. And here comes Philip. 6:25 remains until halftime. 19-17 is our score as the Lady Scotties have the lead. With it is Turkelson on the drive west. Back to Turkelson, inside Jewel Jones. Shot is up, no good. Rebound loose, and Ipswich will come away with it. And then a big pile up in the lane. 2 Philip players down. An Ipswich player goes down as well. And I think in the end, we're going to have a foul called on Philip. And it will be whistled on Jewel Jones. And that will be her first personal foul. And for the Lady Scotties, team foul number 4 of this first half. And here is Ipswich with it. Across the time stripe, Aaliyah Steger. Entry pass inside, and the ball lost. It's stolen away by Philip. Scotties across half court. Jewel Jones down low, Cappy West. She'll fake, gets to the rim, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Turkelson. Put back, no good, but we're going to have a foul called on Ipswich. So Philip working the offensive glass will get a second chance opportunity. The foul on Olivier will be her first, or make it her second personal foul. And team foul number 6. Dylan Turkelson at the free throw line to shoot 2. The first is up and no good. Cappy West will check out of the ball game as Philip goes to their bench once again. Second free throw by Turkelson is up and good. Dylan now with 3 points off the bench for Philip. And it is 20-17. 5:40 remains here in the first half. Here's Cameron Hines for Ipswich as she swings it back out. 3 taken there by Abigail Grabowska. Shot is no good. Rebound off long. Hallie Hines with it. They'll try to go inside. Philip trying to make some defensive plays there, and a reach this time, and a foul called on Copper Lures, and Copper with her second personal foul. And it will be team foul number 5 against the Lady Scotties. Ipswich will inbound on the baseline. Olivier will inbound it. Shot taken by Grabowska. It's no good. Rebound to Olivier. Her shot is up and no good. And on the rattle for the ensuing rebound, a jump ball called. The possession arrow will point towards Philip. Or pardon me, against Ipswich, as the Lady Tigers will put it in play. And again, they'll trigger from the right side of the key. Grabowska deep in the right corner, back out. Here's Hallie Hines with it. They try to go down low. This is Hines. Shot is up good. Cameron Hines will score the 2. And Phillips lead down to 1 at 20-19. Here's Copper Lures to the baseline on the drive to the rim. Shot is up good. Samantha Fillingim will score the 2. And Philip will answer Ipswich. And it's now 22-19. Inside of 5 minutes remaining in the half. Ipswich with the basketball as they'll fire from up top. Shot is good. Hallie Hines will score the 2. 22-21 is our score. Phillips' lead is at 1. This is Lures passing off. Copper will get it right back and score the 2. good job of playing the two-man game and a nice feed from the wing, and Lures will score the basket. It's 24-21, and Philip now trading baskets with Ipswich here in this second quarter. It is Hines with it up top, Olivier, as they will working back around the perimeter. Hines with the deep three, and it is up good. Hallie Hines knocking down her second three of the first half, and we are tied at 24. Here's Philip with it. It's Turkelson, baseline right, nowhere to go. Now into the hands of Jewel Jones. Jewel will attack, tries to feed it inside to Phil and Jim. She couldn't get the hang on to it, but Josie Rush will save the possession. Now it's Turkelson on the wing, trying to pass off. Good defense by Ipswich. Here is Jones on the move. Back to Lures. Copper for three. Shot is up, no good. Cameron Hines will get the rebound, and the Lady Tigers will push. Up the sideline it comes. It's Hines to Hines. Now Olivier with it. Back to Hines. Hallie for three. That shot is up, no good. Cameron will get the offensive rebound and put it up and in, and Cameron Hines has been a force for Ipswich here in this first half. 26-24 is our score. The Lady Scotties lead is gone. Ipswich back out in front. They led at the end of led for the most part through the first quarter before Philip was able to go on a run to close out the period. Ipswich knocks the ball out of bounds, and Philip will inbound from the left baseline as Mallory Vetter will check into the ball game for the Lady Scotties. And checking out will be Jewel Jones. 26-25 is our score as we wait for Jones to head to the scorer's table. And now the Lady Scotties will put it in play. West will trigger the inbound to Rush. And back around it comes. West will get it back in the right corner. Try to drive baseline, sends it out. Phil and Jim from the left corner. Three taken there. It's up, no good. Copper Lures will get the offensive rebound, and then Philip, trying to settle in offensively, will turn the basketball over. And for Philip, that is 11 turnovers here in this first half. 26-24. That is our score as the lead belongs to the Lady Tigers of Ipswich with 2:45 remaining until halftime. Ipswich with it. Sydney Loken. Now Cameron Hines. Back to Loken. Now Hines around the perimeter. Abigail Grabowski into the lane, and she tries to pass off and throws it away. Turnover by Ipswich. Phillip makes a defensive play, and here's Cappy West. She'll try to swing it cross court and throws the basketball away, and a timeout taken by Phillip. Lady Scotties will take a full timeout here with 2:25 remaining in the first half. 26-24, Ipswich leads, and we're back in 1 minute on KGFX.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Philip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Philip.
Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Philip Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Philip, your hometown we care about you convenience store.
We invite you to check out our live streaming of our basketball games this afternoon. Go to YouTube, search KGFX Sports, and you can not only check out the live video, we have our archive games as well. Check out YouTube and search KGFX Sports. 2:15 remains in the first half. 26-24, Ipswich leads. As the Lady Tigers work with the basketball, they'll settle in here. As it is Cameron Hines on the drive. She'll go to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Cappy West. And the Lady Scotties with a chance to tie or take the lead. Phillip has hit a couple threes in this first half. Here is Copper Lures to the wing, Josie Rush. Rush will throw it cross court. Phil and Jim into the lane. Had nowhere to go. Lost it momentarily. And then Philip did turn the basketball over, and that is their 12th of the ball game. Here is Ipswich as they head the other way. Telsa Kilber with it. To the top of the key, Cameron Hines, as she'll direct some traffic up top. Hallie Hines on the right wing. Grabowska will flash to the rim. She'll get the interior pass, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Philip trying to keep good position there as she knocked the ball away. Samantha will check out as Jewel Jones will check back into the ball game. 17 on the shot clock for Ipswich as they put it in play. Here is Cameron Hines. She'll launch the three. Shot is up, no good. Grabowska with the offensive rebound for Ipswich, and the Lady Tigers with another opportunity. We roll the clock down to 1 minute remaining in the half. 26-24. Ipswich with the lead. It has been a good first half of basketball. Here's Hallie Hines, right side. Cameron Hines, left side of the key. She'll work the dribble to the left, try to work to the block, but nowhere to go. Kicks it out. Tessa Kilber for three. Shot is up, no good, and a foul is going to be called on Philip. Free throws for Kilber. The foul whistled on Copper Lures, and for Copper, that will be her third personal foul. The sixth team foul, so both teams in the bonus. As Tessa Kilber at the free throw line to shoot three. The first is up, no good. Here is free throw number two. That one is back ironed and no good. And we'll see Samantha Fillingham check in and Copper Lures will check out. 54 seconds remain here on the first half. 26-24 is our score. Here is the second, or make it the third free throw attempt. It is up, no good. And Ipswich will come away empty. Here is Philip the other way. Again, a two would tie, a three would take the lead, but a pass to the right side. It's off the fingertips of Samantha Fillingham and out of bounds, and another turnover. The Lady Scotties with 13 turnovers in this first half, and Ipswich will hang on to that 2-point advantage, and they can take a little time off the clock here in this second quarter. Here is Kilber on the right wing. Out front, Cameron Hines. They go now to Abigail Grabowska, who will work against a double team. Drive and fire. Shot is no good. Offensive rebound out to the Lady Tigers. Aaliyah Steger going to the rim, and she will get free throws as a foul is called on Philip. And the personal on Jewel Jones, and that will be her second foul. And going to the line, Aaliyah Steger, and this will be a two-shot situation. The first is no good. 26-24 is our score. Philip led at the end of the first quarter 16-14, and if you broke it down by minute, Philip probably led for the most part in this second quarter. But Ipswich has been able to battle back, but both teams in a little bit of an offensive dry spell. Second free throw is no good. Offensive rebound to Hallie Hines, and Hines is fouled on the way to the rim, and the foul committed by Cappy West, and that will be her third personal foul. So the foul situation is going to be something to deal with for Philip in the second half, as the first free throw is up and no good by Hallie Hines, and Ipswich has now missed 6 free throws in a row, and that has kept it a 2-point ball game as the free throw here is up. That is no good. Finally, Philip will come away with the rebound, and Samantha Fillingham will push it across half court. It will remain with the Lady Scotties as Hallie Hines tips the basketball and knocks it out of bounds. 19 seconds remain in the second quarter as Philip will work the offense. Inside it comes. Shot taken there by Dylan Turkelson is up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it will be Philip basketball as the Lady Scotties will inbound it. Rush will trigger from the right side of the key as it will come in to Fillingham around the perimeter. They'll try to post up inside. Ball is tipped and out of bounds. Last touched by Philip, and it will be the 14th turnover of the first half for the Lady Scotties. So now Ipswich with an opportunity in the final seconds of the quarter, as Grabowska will inbound to Cameron Hines, and Hines up the floor herself will get an open look, but doesn't pull the trigger. Instead passes it off to Hallie Hines. Shot is no good, and that will be the end of the first half. And the Lady Scotties, with the way things ended here in this first or second quarter, have to feel real good about going to the locker room trailing by just 2. 26-24. Ipswich leads, and we will take a timeout. We'll take a 3-minute break We'll come back and talk about this first half of basketball as we return to Highmore on KGFX.
Philip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Philip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Philip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Philip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Philip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip are proud to support our local high school athletes.
Am I supposed to play the CHS halftime spot, or is that separate?
For a new
customers 0% interest, and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team.
Yes, sir. When you get like 4 plays for all the Philip sponsors, don't forget to bonus some of them in games too. You just as well. Just go ahead and throw them into the rotation in the second half. All right, sounds good. All right. Don't forget to give me the feed.
Dang thing just kicked out of freaking. Go for it.
Welcome back to the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium. We are at halftime of our second game of coverage of the Action Club Classic here on KGFX, and it has been a good one. The Philip Scotties led at the end of the first quarter, 16-14. But Trail gave the lead up midway through the second quarter, but things could have been much worse for the Lady Scotties as Ipswich went stone cold from the field. We'll talk about that in a moment. It is just a 2-point game right now. Ipswich is out in front. The Lady Tigers 10-3 on the season, and they have a 26-24 lead here at the halftime break as we look at individual scoring. Lady Scotties led by Copper Lures in the first half. The freshman with 5 points. Samantha Fillingham with 4. Cappy West with 4. Jewel Jones with 3. Dylan Turkleson with 3. And Tessa Menzel with 3 points in the ball game for Philip. So nice balance for the Lady Scotties in the scoring department. They went to the free throw line 5 times in the first half, and they were just 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Turnovers were a big issue for Philip in the first half. Philip turned it over 14 times in the first 16 minutes of basketball. Philip also has players in foul trouble. Cappy West with 3 personals. Copper Lures with 3 personals. Jewel Jones with 2 fouls at halftime for Philip. For the Lady Tigers of Ipswich, led by Cameron Hines, the senior, with 14 first half points. Hallie Hines with 8, Sydney Loken with 2, and Abigail Grabowska with 2 points in the ball game. That is 26 for Ipswich in the first half. Lady Tigers got a lot of free throws in the first half. The Lady Tigers went to the stripe 10 times. They were 1 of 10 from the free throw line, and Ipswich finishes with 7 first half turnovers as Philip got into a little bit of foul trouble down the stretch in the second quarter. Ipswich got a lot of free throw opportunities. In fact, Ipswich They missed their last 7 free throw attempts, and that happened in the final minute of the second quarter. So things could have been much, much worse for Philip, as they gave Ipswich some opportunities from the line, but the Lady Tigers could not capitalize. For Ipswich, their foul situation, Sydney Loken with 2 personals, Chesney Olivier, with 2 personals for the Lady Tigers. If you missed it earlier, this afternoon, Philip's boys were defeated by Wessington Springs, 60-45 was the final score in that ball game. As Philip was led by Jet Jones, 16 points this afternoon. Ethan Burnett with 14 to lead the attack for the Scotties, as Philip drops to 2-14 on the season. Wessington Springs with a victory here. They improved to 3-11 on the season. They had 2 double-figure scores. Jacob Mesner with 19 points. Cooper Haney with 10 for the Spartans. 4 more games remain after this one here at the Action Club Classic, and we'll have those games over on our FM side, KPLO 94.5 FM. The first game will feature Iroquois versus Jones County in girls basketball. Both of those teams looking for their first victory of the season. Then on the boys' side, it will be Jones County taking on Harriet Selby. The Coyotes at 12-2 on the year. They will take on Harriet Selby. The Wolverines are 10-5. Girls basketball follows that. Highmore Herald versus Harriet Selby. 2 teams that know each other well, as they will square off. That will roughly be at around 6:30. And the nightcap will feature Highmore Herald's boys. They are also 10-5 on the season. They will take on Edmonds Central to close out the 8-game Hyde County Action Club Classic. So we've had some good basketball here in the 2 or 3.5 games that have been played already. Cologne with a victory in girls basketball action earlier today as well. 26-24. That is our halftime score. Ipswich has the lead, and we will be back with Philip starting out with the basketball here in the third quarter after we take a 3-minute break on KGFX.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Philip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, hay...
Thing keeps kicking back. It just kicked back again.
What's it doing?
Mark Makrose, when John usually gets off, it kicks back into automation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
because he's 10-3 on Saturday. So.
Right. Yep. No, we're good. We're good then. Magic. All right.
The guys are calling 5'9", 2585.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. Sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Don't forget on KGFX, one more girls basketball game coming your way this afternoon. Brian Oakland at Rigside Gym in Pierre. 5 o'clock tip-off as Brandon Valley will come to town to take on the Lady Governors, as we'll have that game on KGFX, and we'll move over to the FM side on KPLO 94.5 FM, and we will bring you the Jones County Iroquois girls game, the Jones County Harriet Selby boys game, Highmore Herald versus Harriet Selby in girls basketball, and Highmore Herald and Edmond Central to close out the Action Club Classic. Is a little bit of a scoreboard issue as we now will get things reset and ready to go, and I think we should be good as far as, well, we may have to let things wind down here, and perhaps we can get things going here to start this second half. You're listening to coverage of the Hyde County Action Club Classic on 1060 KGFX Pierre. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. With Jim Hawk at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle as we get ready to go for our second half here. And again, the clock had ran down, and for some reason it froze. Now they're going to reset things, and we were ready to go, and I think now we're going to wind up taking a little bit of a timeout as maybe we've got to reboot something. So they will work at that. We will take a 30-second break and return. You're listening to coverage of the Action Club Classic on 1060 KGFX and on drgnews.com.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Philip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Philip.
Well, we come back here to the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore as they work on the clock situation here in Highmore. As the apparently what happens, you reset the clock and it runs down to 22 seconds and it just sticks. So if you're watching it on YouTube, we can show you the feed as things wind down, and then it gets to a point where it just stops, and that is the problem that we run into earlier as we got ready to start the third quarter. It will be Philip with the basketball as they trail Ipswich by a score of 26-24. And now it appears that the clock is winding down as it should. And looks like now that we should be set to go. Well, we think. And again, Philip will have the basketball as we start the second half. Once the clock is reset at 8, and now we should be good to go. The Lady Scotties will start out with Josie Rush, Cappy West, Samantha Fillin, Jim Copper Lures, and Jewel Jones to start the third quarter. 3 fouls Cappy West, 3 fouls Copper Lures. Keep that in mind as we work here in this third quarter. Samantha Fillin, Jim to the rim, shot is up, no good. Rebound Cameron Hines, and Hines will bring the ball up. Sets it to the high post. Grabowska back around the perimeter we come. It is Hines to Hines. Cameron on the block. Shot is up, no good. Rebound and a foul. No, just the ball goes out of bounds. Copper Lures hit the deck hard, but no foul called. Instead, it will be Philip basketball. Lady Scotties with it. Their second possession of the third quarter. Here's Phil and Jim left side. Double covered. High post to Jones. Now it is Lures from the right side. A 3 taken there. It's no good. Cameron Hines again with the rebound. Again, Hines will push as she brings it to the Ipswich side. Passes off, gets it back. Cameron will deal. Round to back dribble into the paint. Off balance shot is no good. Jewel Jones, all in all, played some good position defense there and forced Hines into a tough shot. And now Philip again with an opportunity to tie. Entry pass Lures. She dribbles it off her foot, but Rush is there to pick up the basketball. Now it's West to Fillingham. Samantha will drive. The little floater is up good. Samantha Fillingham with the first points of the second half, and we are tied at 26 with 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Hines across half court to Hines. Here's Hallie with it as they go up top, and this is Abigail Grabowska back around to Cameron Hines, and she is bottled up there, passes it off. 15 on the shot clock for the Lady Tigers. Here's Hallie Hines, back to Cameron Hines, and Cameron, they're trying to work to the right, gets a step. Lady Scotties have to switch off, back to Grabowska, who fires from 15. Shot is up, no good. Cappy West will get the rebound. So Philip gets the defensive stop. An opportunity to get the lead here as they push it across half court, nearly turn it over. Here is Rush with it, bounce pass Fillingham, up top to West, inside Lures, shot is up good, and quick ball movement by the Lady Scotties will give them the 2-point lead at 28-26. Just inside of 6 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers with it. Here's Sydney Loken to Grabowska. Abigail to the rim. She will draw a foul as the foul whistled on Fillingham, and Samantha will pick up her first foul. And for Philip, their first foul of the second half as the Lady Tigers will put it in play. Cameron Hines inbounded it. The ball was tipped, so Hines gets it back. Backs it into the right corner, and now we'll send it back up top. Around the perimeter it comes. Loken down low, Hines. Cameron will deal, gets to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Good defense that time by Cappy West. And the Lady Tigers come away empty once again, and here is Cappy across the time stripe. Lures at the top of the key. Bounce pass Rush. They go inside. Ball is tipped. Ball is loose. Fillingham has it. They get into the backcourt, an over and back violation, and the ball will belong to Ipswich, and for Philip, their first turnover of the second half, they have 15 in the ball game. (28-26). Philip has the lead. 5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Ipswich with Bailey Klemerich into the ball game. She gets a touch left side. Up top, a three from Cameron Hines. It's no good. And Ipswich still 0 for the quarter. Here's Cappy West across half court. Fillingham on the wing. Jumper taken there. That is up and good. Samantha Fillingham will score the basket, and Philip leads by 4. 30-26 is our score. Here's Hines on the move. This is Hallie to the rim. Shot is no good. And again, the defensive rebound by Philip. It's Lures with it now as Copper will bring it across the half-court stripe. Hallie Hines. Lob inside West to the rim. Shot is up good. Dangerous pass, but Cappy West with a tough catch in traffic. And it is 32-26. Here is Ipswich the other way. Cameron Hines to the rim. Wave it off. She's going to be called for a travel. And a turnover for Ipswich, their 7th, make it their 8th of the ball game. As now Cameron Hines will check out, and Chesney Libier will check into the ball game for Ipswich. And here is Philip doing a good job of breaking pressure. Josie Rush to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Rebound. And a jump ball called. The possession arrow will point towards Ipswich. Jewel Jones got tangled up, did a nice somersault as she pulled the basketball away. And Lady Tigers on the alternating possession will have the basketball. 32-26 is our score. Philip leads. We are halfway through quarter number 3. Ipswich looking for their first basket of this third quarter. Here's Hallie Hines back up to the corner. Here's Tessa Kilber. Now to the corner it comes. It's Hines for 3, and it's up and good. Hallie Hines in double figures with 11. Her third 3 of the ball game, and Ipswich has got the deficit to 3. Here is Phillips. Fillingham on the right side will draw a foul. The personal will be on Hallie Hines, and the sophomore with her second personal foul. Sydney Loken will check in, and Tessa Kilber will check out for Ipswich. Lady Scotties will put it in play. Here is Cappy West out front. As Ipswich will play a man-to-man. Entry pass, high post. It's tipped and stolen away. Lady Scotties with another turnover, and Ipswich will get the defensive stop, and they'll try to score back-to-back buckets. A 3 would tie. And up top, it's Hines, and a 3 ball is up and good. Back-to-back threes for Hallie Hines, and we are tied at 32. A near turnover. Here's Copper Lures to the rim. That shot is up and good. Copper Lures with 9 points. 34-32 Philip. Up the floor we go. It is Hines to the baseline. Grabowska nowhere to go, so back up top it comes. Hines with the heat check. 3 ball is no good. Grabowska will keep it in play. Hines with it, and another opportunity for Ipswich, and some good hustle there. A 2-point lead for Philip. Hallie Hines at the top of the key as she will drive, puts the ball into the hands of Olivier. Back to the top, Sydney Loken. On the right side it comes. Grabowska from the elbow left. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound cleared away by Philip, and the Lady Scotties almost turn it over. Here is Cappy West the other way. It is 2-on-3. West will drive and fire. Shot is up, no good, and she got bailed out as a foul is called on Ipswich. The foul will be on Abigail Grabowska. It will be her second personal foul. And Cappy West will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair of free throws. Cappy 0 of 1 from the free throw line, and she puts the first free throw up and good. 8 points, make it 9 points in the ball game for the 5'7" senior. 35-32. Philip is back out in front by 3. Now 4 as the second free throw is up good. Cappy West will check out. Dylan Turkelson back into the ball game for Philip. Here is Ipswich the other way. Cameron Hines checks back into the ball game as well, and she'll work the dribble across the time stripe. Loken on the right side. Hines will post up. Back out to Loken. The 3 ball taken. It is up, no good. Rebound, Hallie Hines, and the Lady Tigers with another opportunity. Hines will drive. That shot is no good. Jet Jones with the rebound, and a foul in the backcourt. It's going to be whistled on Ipswich, and it will be the third on Hallie Hines. The Tigers, Lady Tigers, with their third team foul. And Philip has the basketball on a 4-point advantage inside of 2 minutes in the third quarter remain. 36-32 Philip. Lures, cross-court Turkelson to the baseline rush. Inside it comes, and off glass, it's Jewel Jones. She will score the 2. 38-32. The Lady Scotties back out in front by a half dozen. Here's Ipswich. On the attack with it is Olivier around the perimeter now. It is Hines. Cameron dealing, has the ball knocked away. Good position defensively there for Copper Lures to poke the basketball out. Lady Tigers will put it in play once again as it comes to the baseline. And now a shot taken from the wing. That is Hines. No good. Rebound Ipswich, and the putback Alea Steger, and Steger is fouled. And the personal, if that's on West, or pardon me, it's not on 21, it's on 12 instead. If it was on Jones, it would have been her third, but for Samantha Fillingham, it is her second personal foul. Alea Steger at the free throw line. She puts the first one up and good. So we mentioned Ipswich, 1 of 10 from the free throw line in the first half. They hit their first free throw attempt of the second half. As Alea Steger, a 5'8" senior, the final starter to score in this ball game for Ipswich. Misses the second free throw, but Ipswich will get the rebound. Cameron Hines with it. And now they go to the left corner, and a 3 taken. That is Abigail Grabowska. Shot is no good. Rebound Copper Lures as she brings it across half court. Now Jewel Jones on the drive. Floater taken. It is up, no good. She'll try to get her own rebound. Loose basketball. It goes out of bounds. It will remain with Philip. And the Lady Scotties will catch a break there as they'll inbound the basketball. Shot clock reset. 57 seconds remain in the quarter. 38-33 is our score. Cappy West will check back in. She has the basketball at the top as she tries to drive, running off a Turkelson screen, but can't get to the rim. Here is Rush on the inside. Nice entry pass, but Rush can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Ipswich. Here is Cameron Hines the other way. She'll try to go coast to coast, and the shot is up good. Cameron Hines with her first basket of the second half. 38-35. Phillips lead down to 3. Final seconds of the third quarter. Lady Scotties can hold for that final shot if they choose so. As Rush will send it to the baseline, Turkelson out to Cappy West. A dangerous pass there. They try to go cross court. Ball is tipped and stolen away. And here is Cameron Hines. And a 3 would tie the game. And here it comes. The 3 ball is up. No good. Rebound Philip. And that is how we'll close out. Well, a long shot taken by Cappy West was closer than we thought. And that is how we close out the third quarter here in Highmore. 38-35. Philip has the lead. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go. And we will take a 1-minute break and return on KGFX.
Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Philip Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Philip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Philip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Philip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Philip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Philip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Philip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
8 more minutes of basketball remain here as the Philip Scotties hang on to the lead. They outscored Ipswich 14-9 in that third quarter. They'll start the basketball here in the fourth quarter, leading 38-35. Philip, they danced with foul trouble. We talked about it at halftime, but not a lot of fouls called in the Lady Scotties, and so you can play with 3 fouls going into the fourth quarter as Ipswich knocks the ball out of bounds, and Philip will have to inbound it once again. It will be Jewel Jones who will trigger it from the right corner. It will come out to Rush. Now Cappy West. Cross court now, Jewel Jones. She'll try to drive. Spins, passes off. Turkelson left side. Back now to West. 18 on the shot clock. Inside Turkelson. Bounce pass to the top again. West will drive and fire. It's off glass and no good. Rebound pulled down by Grabowska. Abigail into the hands of Cameron Hines, and Hines will push the basketball across to half court. Lady Tigers trail by 3. Hines with 16 points will run the point. Passes, gets it right back, or actually gets it down low. Abigail Grabowska, the senior, will score the 2, and it's 38-37. A near turnover, loose basketball. Another turnover for the Lady Scotties, and Ipswich now with a chance to take a lead. 3 from the left wing. Hallie Hines. It is up and good. Her 5th 3 of the ball game. 40-38 is our score. Minute gone here in the fourth quarter. West with it across half court. Now into the hands of Jewel Jones. She will drive. She got bottled up in traffic, and Ipswich with good defensive position will force a traveling violation. And that is another turnover on the Lady Scotties, and that is their 19th of the ball game, their 5th turnover of the second half. And now Ipswich will work with a 2-point advantage. Here is Aaliyah Steger. Up top, Grabowska to the wing, and a 3 by Hines. And Hallie Hines with her 4th 3 of the second half. She has hit 6 in the ball game, and it's 43-38. All of a sudden, a 3-point lead gone, and the Lady Scotties trail by 5. Here's Josie Rush for 3. That is off glass and good. Josie Rush with her first 3 of the ball game. 43-41. Ipswich leads with 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 4. With the basketball, it is Grabowska in the corner. Now Hines. She'll try to feed it down low. A dangerous pass. Back around it comes. Grabowska with the jumper. It's up, no good. A foul is going to be called on the rebound. It's going to be whistled against Ipswich. And It will be whistled here on Chesney Olivier. That will be her third foul. And it will be the fourth team foul whistled against the Lady Tigers. 43-41 is our score. Ipswich leads by 2. The Lady Scotties bring the basketball into their front court. Here is Copper Lures trying to split a double team. She's tripped and a foul called, and that will be team foul number 5 for Ipswich. The personal, again, will be on Olivier, and that will be her fourth foul. And Ipswich will go to their bench. Sydney Loken will check in, and Philip will put it in play. Here's Copper Lures on the right side, double covered there. Back out to the top, loses it as she dribbles it off her foot, but Cappy West picks up the loose basketball. Rush on the wing. She hit a 3 earlier. She'll try one here. That is up no good. Rebound Ipswich as players hit the deck away from the ball. And the Lady Tigers will settle down and will work it into their front court. Working to 5 minutes remaining. Here is Cameron Hines to the rim. Shot is up, no good, but a foul called. She'll get a pair of free throws. The foul whistled on Copper Lures, and for Copper, that will be her fourth personal foul. The third team foul whistled against the Lady Scotties as Cameron Hines will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hines with 16 points. Now 17 as the first free throw is up and good, and Ipswich pushes the lead to a 44-41 score, and now substitutions as Samantha Fillingham will check in, and also Jewel Jones back into the lineup for Philip. Here is Hines' second free throw. That is good. And we are going to have a timeout taken by Ipswich. This will be a full timeout with 5:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 45-41 Ipswich leads. And we're back in 60 seconds on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Vers livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
45-41 is our score as Ipswich has the lead, and the Lady Tigers will work with full court pressure. Philip trying to break it. They get the ball down low, and Mallory Vetter will not be able to finish. And here is Ipswich the other way, and Abigail Grabowska will score the 2. Ipswich with their biggest lead in a while. If my memory is right, they led by 9 in the second quarter before Philip was able to come back. Lady Scotties turn it over once again. That is 20 turnovers, and here a 3 taken by Hallie Hines. It's no good. Rebound loose, and Philip will come away with it. And here is Copper Lures on the drive, gets to the rim. Shot is no good. Foul's going to be called on Ipswich, and it will be called on Hallie Hines. Hines with her fourth personal foul. And free throws for Copper Lures. And as we get to this point in the ball game, the free throw is so important. Lady Scotties are now 4 of 7 from the free throw line as the first of 2 is up and good. 47-42 is our score with 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter here from the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore. Philip trying to pick up their 7th victory of the season, taking on an Ipswich ball club that is currently 10-3 on the year. Second free throw by Lures is up and no good. The rebound, Cameron Hines. And the Lady Tigers will work with it. Again, they can work the clock just a little as they have that 2-possession advantage. They go down low, Cameron Hines, and she is going to be a tough guard on the block. 20 in the ball game now for the senior. And it is 49-42, and again, Philip will turn the basketball over, and now we can really see Ipswich work the clock as we are halfway home here in quarter number 4. Here is Ipswich with the basketball. Loken, deep right corner. Back out now, Hines into the hands of Grabowska. Hines on the block. Cameron to the rim. That's just nasty. Cameron Hines with the hoop and the harm and a chance at a three-point play. And the foul this time will be whistled on Samantha Fillingham, or pardon me, it will be on Jewel Jones, and that will be personal foul number 3. Count the bucket for Hines. That gives her 22. A chance to add to that scoring total and give Ipswich a 10-point advantage. The free throw is up, and it is good. 52-42 is our score. And the Lady Scotties have some work to do. Driving, firing, that is Mallory Vetter. Shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, Cappy West, and she'll put it up and in. The Lady Scotties needed that basket. 52-44. 3.5 minutes remain as Hines with it at the top. Back around the perimeter it comes, into the hands of Loken. To the top of the key, Kilber. Down low, Grabowska, and Abigail will lose the basketball. Good defense that time by Philip. Just the 9th turnover of the ball game for Ipswich. And now Philip will drive and fire. West off glass. It's no good. Rebound to Ipswich. They'll head the other way. Hines across half court, and she'll work with it at the top. And again, with an 8-point lead, you can work the shot clock a little bit. Inside of 3 minutes now in the ball game. As Ipswich leads, Hines will get rid of the basketball and go right to the block, and Cameron Hines will score another 2, and we're going to see a timeout taken by Philip. This will be a full timeout with 2:44 remaining. 54-44 Ipswich. And we're back in 1 minute on KGFX.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities. And the Philip Scotties, next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Vers livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip.
If you're listening to us online, watching us on YouTube, or checking us out on air, we would love to hear from you. My email address is Darren Boyle at DakotaRadioGroup.com. Out of the timeout, Jada Haynes with a long 2, make it a 3. It's 54-47. 2:20 remains in this ball game. Here is Ipswich. Inside it comes Grabowska, and Abigail with the miss to start, but got her own offensive rebound and puts it up and in, and we trade baskets at 56-47 as we wind down to 2 minutes remaining. Here is Lures for 3. Copper will knock her down, her second 3 of the ball game. 56-50, 2 minutes remain, and dare I say regulation. Here is Ipswich with the basketball. Grabowska at the top. Now with the ball turned over. Here is Philip the other way, and Copper Lures has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Turnover for Ipswich, their 10th of the ball game. And now the Lady Scotties will inbound it, and a 3 would make things interesting here as Cappy West will inbound baseline left. And it will come out top to Lures, who can't catch it cleanly and can't pull the trigger on the 3. Instead, they'll send it to the wing, a 3 taken. The foul will be whistled on Sydney Loken, and that will be her 3rd foul. Chance to make it a 2-point ball game. The free throw with the last basketball remaining here in Highmore. Here is Cameron Hines with the dribble across half court. She will drive, gets to the block, off balance shot is up. Oh, good. She She's going to be called for an offensive foul. Hines with her second. The turnover for Ipswich is their 11th of the ball game, and that time Cameron tried to not only race to the block, she thought she got there first, but the lead after they trailed by 10. Here's Copper Lures, right corner, loses the basketball, and again it's turned over. And in the end, Philip does lose this ball game. It's going to be turnovers that are going to be the difference in this contest. Here's Allie Hines with it. Across half court, Sydney Loken on the left side and back to the top. Allie Hines, free ball, that is up, no good. And the rebound to Philip. Here's Jewel Jones with it as she pushes it across the time stripe. Philip doesn't need to be in a hurry here. We're in the final minute. Here's the three, up and good, and that is Copper Lures and a timeout Ipswich. Oh, in the fourth quarter for Philip, and a 10-point lead for Ipswich is gone.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Philip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys.
Well, about 2 minutes before lead for Ipswich, and we thought they were in game management mode going down the stretch, but Philip comes out. A couple big threes from Jada Haynes off the bench. Copper Lures has hit a couple threes well. Josie Rush hit a three early. Jada Haynes, a couple of those, or one of those threes wound up turning into a 4-point play. And all of a sudden, it's 57-56. 40 seconds remain in this ball game, and here is Ipswich. Here is Cameron Hines with it, but it's still loose, and Philip will come away with it. They'll force the issue. Here is Lures. She'll slip, and she is going to be called for travel. So we will trade turnovers, and it will remain a 1-point game at 57-56. I did not keep track, but I think both teams have timeouts to use here. As we roll down to the final seconds, Cameron Hines will post up in the lane. Nice pass across the lane. Shot is up, no good. Philip will get the rebound. And West throws it away. It's turned over and a foul on Philip. With 9.5 seconds remaining in the ballgame. 57-56 is our score. The lead, and they try to hang on. Coming up next, we'll switch over to 94.5 FM KTLO, and we'll bring you the 4 remaining games of the Action Club Classic. Jones County and Iroquois girls are next. We'll have that game for you, followed by Jones County and Harriet Selby boys, and then Harriet Selby Highmore Herald girls. The nightcap will feature Highmore Herald boys hosting Edmond Central, as we are at the halfway point of this Hyde County Action Club Classic. If my memory is right, Ipswich has 2 timeouts to use. Philip, I believe, has 1. They may have 2, but I forgot to keep track. Ipswich will inbound baseline right as it comes down low. Abigail Grabowski into the rim. Shot is up, no good, and a foul's going to be called. Philip, probably not a bad. Remember, Ipswich struggled from the free throw line in the first half. Free throw here is good. That ties things at 57. 8.2 seconds remain. Abigail Grabowski to try to give Ipswich the lead. The free throw is good. Timeout taken by the Lady Tigers. A 30-second timeout here. 8.2 seconds remain. 58-57. Ipswich leads, and we're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a...
Of course, it's going into overtime. It's the first game on board.
Sales in Philip.
8.2 seconds is our score. Ipswich will set up some full court pressure as Philip will get set to put it in play. And the inbounds will come in to Rush. We'll throw it up the floor to Lures. Lures will drive and fire for the win. Shot is up, no good. Rebound West, put back, no good. Another follow-up, Cappy West, and she is hammered. And she is going to get free throws with no time on the clock. And again, similar to the foul committed by Philip earlier, it turned out to be a little bit of a harder foul. But to be honest with you, that's what you do down the stretch. You commit the foul to stop the easy bucket. Sydney Loken with her 4th personal foul, and it will be Jewel Jones at the free throw line to shoot 2. Tied at 58. And Jones with the 2nd free throw for the win. It's no good, and we are going to overtime. Extra free basketball for everybody as we are tied at 58. Let's take a 1-minute break and return. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go. And we're back in 1 minute on KGFX.
Good luck, Philip Scotty.
The only way it could have went overtime, and that's how it worked. Back here at the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore, we get ready for an overtime period. Philip and Ipswich tied at 58.
First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Well, the tip-off in overtime, it is controlled by Ipswich as the Lady Tigers will start out first here in the overtime period. Our tip-off brought to you by the folks at Lynn's Dakota Martin Ford Pier. Inside, Abigail Grabowski with a runner that's up no good. Rebound pulled down by the Scotties as they will work with it here for the first time in the overtime period. Copper Lures on the drive. Runner there is up short. Rebound pulled down by Cameron Hines, and Hines will work the other way. Trying to break that 58-58 tie. Ipswich led by as many as 10 in the 4th quarter. We thought they were in business. Here's Cameron Hines with a 3. That shot is up no good. Philip will get the rebound. Give a lot of credit to the Lady Scotties the way they have played in the 4th quarter. They erased a 10-point deficit and then got an opportunity for the win, but couldn't hit both free leads in the overtime period, 60-58. And here comes Ipswich. Around the perimeter it comes. It is Loken on the wing left side, back to the top of the key. Hines, down low, Grabowski, bounce pass to Hines. Cameron at the top, working against Cappy West. And a jumper taken up and good by Cameron Hines, and she has scored 27. 60-60 is our score. 2.5 minutes remain in the overtime period. Here is Josie Rush for 3. That shot is no good. Rebound to Lures, put back there is no good. And Ipswich will come away with the rebound. Lady Tigers will head the other way, trying to get the lead for the first time in the overtime period. Hines in the hands of Loken. Allie Hines back to Loken around the perimeter. Cameron Hines trying to post up, but good defense on the part of Philip. But now Hines will make a catch. Catches it cleanly. Shot is up, no good. Jewel Jones got away with a little bit of a push there, but at this point of the ball game, they're letting some of that stuff go. As now the Lady Scotties will work with it. Here's Cappy West on the move into the lane. Shot there is up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Abigail Grabowski, and Ipswich will head the other way. 1:40 remains in the overtime period as we are tied at 60. Grabowski with the dribble. Brittany Hines with it as she brings it across half court. Allie Hines on the right side. Back around the perimeter. Cameron Hines on the left wing. Man-to-man being played by Philip. Grabowski on the drive, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. Led with the shoulder and cleared some space, and Abigail with her 2nd personal foul. It will be turnover number 13 in the ball game for Ipswich. And the Scotties again with an opportunity to take the lead as we remain tied at 60. Jada Haynes remains in the ball game. The sophomore hit some big threes in the 4th quarter, and that has been stay in the ball game here. Good rebound loose, and a foul is going to be called on Philip. And if that also put Philip over the foul bonus will be Ipswich for the remainder of the ball game. And here, Chesney Olivier in the who just checked into the ball game. She'll wind up shooting a 1-and-1, and the free throw is up and no good. The rebound to Hallie Hines. Now Cameron Hines, and now Philip's going to have to come out and foul here as Ipswich can work on the clock now. Philip just trying to play straight man-to-man, but at some point they're going to have to try to foul if they can't get a steal and find. And with team foul number 8 committed, another 1-and-1 for Ipswich. It will be Cameron Hines at the free throw line, who is 4 of 4 from the stripe. Free throw is up, and it's good. 63-60 with 11 seconds remaining. Of course, the 3 in play for Philip. They've hit a slug of them here in the second half. But making a 2-possession game. Hines with the free throw. It's up, no good. Read by Philip, and that'll just about do it as the foul committed by the Scotties. The foul will be on Copper Lures, and Copper will foul out of the ball game. And we walk to the Ipswich end, and another opportunity for Chesney Olivier from the free throw line. This will be another 1-and-1 situation. Samantha Fillingem will check into the lineup for the Lady Scotties with 2 seconds remaining in the overtime period. It appears Ipswich is going to come away with the 3 is up, no good, and that is your ball game. 63-60 is our final score in overtime. The Lady Tigers of Ipswich, they battled, but had to work hard to pick up their 11th victory of the season. Philip will drop to 6-8, but that was quite a ball game. Our scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company appears they are the one place to go. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and recap this one. You're listening to coverage of the Heim County Action Club Classic on KGFX.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and
B&B Sales in Philip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCC utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Burns livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Philip.
Good luck, athletes from Kennedy Implement in Philip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between. Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Philip.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Philip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit the guys. They're calling 59-2585.
Ipswich Lady Tigers come away with the victory, defeating Philip by a final of 63-60 in overtime. A ball game where Ipswich had a 10-point lead with 2 minutes remaining in the ball game, but Philip was able to come back. They hit a barrage of threes, including completing a 4-point play that allowed them to tie the game. They had a chance at the win with no time on the clock. Jewel Jones at the free throw line to shoot 2 after they trailed by 1. Jones hit the first one to tie things at 60, but could not hit the game winner. We go to an overtime period where Ipswich scores 3, it actually scores 5 to Phillips 2, and Ipswich, with their 11th victory of the season, escapes as they to win by a final of 63-60. We look at individual scoring in the ballgame. First off, for Philip, they were led by Copper Lures who had 16 points in the ball game. Cappy West with 12. Jada Haynes comes off the bench in the fourth quarter. She hit those 2 threes. She also capped off a 4-point play as she scored 7 in the contest. Samantha Philip, Jewel Jones, each with 8 points. 3 points for Jonesy Rush, 3 for Jessa Menzel through line. And then we mentioned back in the fourth quarter when they trailed by 10, if there was going to be a reason or an explanation for the loss, it was going to be turnovers. And in the end, it probably is, as Philip turned it over 24 times in the ball game this afternoon. For Ipswich, 3 double-figure scores led by Cameron Hines, who scored 28 points this afternoon. Hallie Hines with 22. She hit 6 threes in the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Abigail Grabowska with 10 points, 2 for Sydney Loken, 1 for Aaliyah Steger, as they just got scoring from their starters. And that was it. But it was enough as they defeat Philip by a final of 63-60. And Ipswich with 13 turnovers in the contest. Ipswich goes to 11-3 on the year with the victory. And with the loss, Philip played well. In fact, maybe some of their best basketball of the season. But before we announce our player of the game, let's hear from the folks at Bauman Lumber.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Well, we look at our player of the game nominees on the Ipswich side. 28 points for Cameron Hines as she leads all scorers. Hallie Hines with 22 and Abigail Grabowska with 10, leading the way for the Lady Tigers on the Lady Scotty side. 12 points for Cappy West. We got to mention Jada Haynes off the bench in the final 2 minutes, scoring 7 points in the ball game. But we're going to go with Copper Lures as our player of the game. She scored 16 points, 11 in the second half for Philip, and she is our KGFX Bauman Lumber player of the game. Well, coming up in roughly an hour or so, we'll have Beer Lady Governor basketball for you on KGFX, as the Lady Governors will host Brandon Ballard. Brian Oakland the call of that game for Ringside Gym. The tip-off schedule for 5 o'clock. And the folks at the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety remind you that snow means slow. Drive for conditions this winter and drive safe and stay warm next weekend. And our coverage of the Philip Scotties and Lady Scotties from the Hyde County Action Club Classic and brought to you by All-Star Auto and B&B Sales, the First National Bank, and Philip Motors, and also coverage of regional high school sports on KGFX, brought to you by Wagner Auto Company of Pierre, Bauman Lumber, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Midwest Cooperatives, Lynn's Dakota Mart Fort Pierre, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, Boyd Conzemius Agency Incorporated, American Family Insurance, as they bring us coverage of regional high school basketball throughout the season here on KGFX. Jim Hawk has been our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle.